Mike Doyle here again. Just want to talk about a subject that light has been brought to many times in the past, and that's the idea of spectatorship at youth sports. For example, I was here the other day watching a high school girls basketball game, and while I'm watching a young girl at the free throw line shooting her free throws, we're talking about maybe a 15 or 16-year-old girl here, someone in the audience begins pounding on the bleachers and hooting and hollering and making noise while she's trying to shoot. And I look to this person, and it's not another 15 or 16-year-old. It's an adult my age. Granted, my level of maturity may not be the same as others. I'm generally considered immature. But this person was pounding and yelling and making all sorts of noise, trying to make a 16-year-old girl to fail. And I thought to myself, victory is more important than learning in a high school basketball game. But then I said, okay, it's high school. High school is held to a more competitive level than, for example, middle school. No one would do that on a middle school level. I'm wrong. I was at a middle school boys basketball game here in this very gym the other day. And while a 12 or 13-year-old boy is trying to take a free throw, there's people hooting and hollering and banging on the bleachers and making all sorts of noise. I think the priorities are a little scrambled here, because I look at this and I say, as adults, we can't see the need for young people to find success. We've got to be the instrument of their failure. Like they don't have enough problems of their own. We're talking about adolescents, early adolescents. They're growing in funny directions. Their friends are behaving differently than before. They're behaving differently before. Everybody's more irritable, more quick to jump on each other's case. It's not like 12-year-old boys have enough pressure from other 12-year-old boys. I need a 40-year-old in the stands behind me to put more pressure on me to fail. What kind of a message is that? Where even the adults want to see you fail. As a teacher, we already get from the kids, what they say may not always be what they mean, but what they say is, the teachers hate us. They want us to fail. They don't like us. To you 12 and 13-year-olds out there who are thinking that, I wouldn't spend my extra time with you. I wouldn't base my career around you if I didn't like you. And neither would any other teacher, quite honestly. But when the other adults, the spectators at their spectator sports, also want to see them fail, what kind of a message does that send? Not everything is about the kids. You're right. Not everything about the kids. But isn't their middle school game about them? So why, as a spectator, am I pounding on the bleachers and hooting and hollering at their game if it's about them? Am I that self-centered that I've got to involve myself in the game? Am I that insecure that I have to feel like I made an impact because I'm noisy and rude? I have a very simple philosophy when it comes to this. Cheer. Cheer for your team. If the other team does something good, oh well. If the referee blows a call, oh well. If your team does something right, cheer. Cheer loud. Scream your head off for them. But to scream out in such a way that I'm trying to help someone else fail? Where's the motivation? What is motivating you in this direction? That's up for you to figure out. As far as I'm concerned, no adult should be out there to see children fail. That just doesn't make sense to me. This is Mike Doyle. Talk to you some other time. Don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye-bye, y'all.